Yeah, so.
Oh, it's straight in the back of the head.
Those floors don't look very
That,
soft.
ladies and gentlemen, is how much I'm going to test 2022. What is going on, losers? Welcome to the Lost Losers Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John McQuett. Joining me live from her in-home office, my beautiful bride, the Tots of the Show, Miss Andrew McQuett.
It's the show.
Hello. Yay.
Coming live from Pocahontas, Arkansas, Mr. Donny Porter.
Yay.
And then once again, wonderful young Jamie from wherever Kentucky that no one cares about.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
So what's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing?
Great.
How'd everyone like the opening clip? Everyone enjoy that?
It was fun.
That's probably about how 2022 is going to go. Everyone's
like
like, oh,
good
it's going to get so
concussion
much
story.
better.
See, I had two jokes with that. I didn't know if I wanted to go with, is that how 2021 went, or is that how I had something to do with the Biden voter, and I went, you know what? I'm not going with that. That's how much I'm going to go with 2022. So
I just remember doing that one time as a kid in Home Depot and like shaking on the ground.
did you ever see what falling on the ground like that?
Yeah, on the back of my head, and then had like somewhat of a seizure.
That's because you bounced your head off straight concrete. So
Yeah, there was a little bit of
you know,
carpeting there.
some pieces to the puzzle of young Jamie starting to fall into place of what happened to you.
Who hurt you?
It was obviously you. So, where was I? You throw me off here. I got nothing. I got nothing now, Jamie. I found out that you bounced your head off concrete. And you're like, I don't know why I had a seizure. I bounced my head off the concrete. Did you go to the hospital afterwards? Did you get
No, we went straight home.
And your mom asked, who hurt you? All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Time out. So I'll take a deep breath. All right. So let's begin again. How's everyone doing? Obviously, I don't know where to begin. COVID numbers are going up. Fucking the world's ending. The year's ending.
I read a thing this morning that the numbers that they had predicted was like slashed by 50 points. It's not as severe as they like spreading as fast as they thought it was.
So whatever. I don't care. It's all who gives a
Fuck
shit.
it.
I don't care. I don't want to get our this
What happened
for
before?
fucking who cares? I'm over it. Listen, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to move on.
Like we've been doing this the last 2 years now.
Yeah, we're done. We don't want to get this thing pulled yet. So I don't know where to begin. So I just hope everyone had a great Christmas. I hope everyone is going to have a safe New Year. I hope all is well. Everyone's safe. Everyone happy. Everyone's family's healthy. Let's just start there.
Roll on down.
So, if you're new to the podcast and all that wonderful stuff, do us a wonderful favor. Hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit subscribe if you're watching on Rumble. Give us a 5-star review if you're watching on or listening on Spotify. Even if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a 5-star review. Other than that, let's get it off. Start with the wonderful witches of the week, the weird and wonderful shit, and weird and wonderful things that we like to learn through the week. Who wants to kick us off?
I had one
Jamie?
this morning that I thought about, but I'm
Donnie, I'm
trying
going
to
to
bring
give you a
it back.
second. I'm going to give you a second. And I want to have young James because I have a bone to pick with you and I got a bone to pick with the Tots. So, Jamie, you start first.
All right. I don't even have really a clue of what that is, but all right.
What, with the witches or me picking or having a bone?
Yeah, your bone.
It
but,
will all unfold in time.
Not much. Christmas was good. Got some new boots. I got a keyboard and soundboard that I was gonna start using. I just gotta get some drivers installed and some other stuff to be able to make it work for the soundboard software I have. And got myself like 2 Christmas presents, got some new headphones, some Simpsons, just some like cheaper reference headphones, and a new Logitech mouse. These are my mouse I've had for like 5-6 years. Finally started getting sticky and shit. But
Way off the pornography.
Yeah, dude. We know you are a porn hound.
it's been the fucking the cows, yeah. The mini cows, the cats, knocking water and shit over on my desk. So
Oh, we get
I
it.
can't really I almost punched a lady in the throat on Christmas Eve. I don't
Was
think
she,
I talked about
trying
that
to
last
buy
week.
dicks and being rude to you.
Was just like handed me change after I already counted out change and everything, and just was like, can you just give me the other change back? And I was just like, you have 12 people behind you.
Right.
Why
The
are
answer
we
is
doing
no.
this? Like, let me just give you this. It's already in my hand. And I was just like, no, I don't really want to do that. It'll mess up the system. And it doesn't mess up the system. I know it doesn't, but I was just
Yeah.
trying to like get over with the situation. And she just like called me the fuck out, and my manager was standing behind me, and she was just like, what, you're just too fucking stupid to count out the other change or something like that. And so I was just like ready
Listen
to
here,
go into
bitch.
her. Like, yeah, I was already just like, really? Like, you're just gonna say that to me?
I will fucking karate chop you right in your fucking throat. What do you think about
Oh,
that, lady?
I
But you
was
can't
so
do that.
yeah, I was so just like, really? Like, you're just like fucking call me stupid in front of 30 people.
I will fucking throat punch you. And don't
And
think
I was just
won't.
like,
A little public
whatever.
shaming.
And was just like being really condescending afterwards, of like handed her coupon, and I was just like, and then we have this online survey that you can do, and with it you get a 20 that's 80% of the original price of an item with this coupon that you get from the online survey. And just was like being a complete like passive asshole to her until she left. And one of my supervisor was walking over towards the end and was like, hey, do I need to help out with anything? Because he was like seeing that was about to blow up. And I was like, no, everything's fine, man. And she like gave him a look and just like turned away. And as soon as she was far enough away, I was like, I didn't say anything wrong, did I? And he was just like, no, asshole. But
You like to push those boundaries. You're gonna get
like, I was
That's
like,
fine.
I didn't say anything I couldn't.
All right, I played it by the book.
It was
Can't
just
be mad.
fucking hilarious to me.
Can't be mad at me.
Yeah, like the main manager was standing behind me the entire time, and afterwards was like, why? Why do you got to? She was just like, why do you have to?
Why not? That's why. Because it's gonna make a great story on the podcast later. That's why.
I just give her
I mean,
your
funny.
number. I
Yeah.
just give her your number. I'm like, talk to him.
Actually just go Lost Losers Podcast, Rumble, YouTube, Spotify. You'll love it. It's fine.
I'm
You'll
gonna
hear
cut a
these
bit.
funny. Oh, whoop! Someone's chiming in. I'm sorry. Someone's gonna cut who? You're
Ooh.
you're gonna cut who, baby?
I can't.
Got it. Okay. All right.
But just like there was some crazy shit. There is right before we were closing, there was some kid that stole from us, and he was walking out, and I didn't know anything that was going on. I was just in the front of the store. And I was like, have a great one, man. And just like waved him off as he was like walking past me. And like two managers walked up past me and was like, no, don't fucking say that to him.
He was stealing from us. Like, my bad. I don't know.
I'm up here. Like, I was just doing my job.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to. What do you want me to do? You know?
It's so fucking funny to me.
You want me to be polite? What?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. So it's awesome.
You know what I learned?
Just holiday season's always fun
holiday
for
season
retail.
always sucks. Oh, sucks always. What'd you learn, Donnie?
I learned that my old ass, it's not a good idea to drive a U-Haul for 5 hours and then try to chase a dog across the parking lot.
Numb leg. Did you have like sleepy legs? Like,
No, pulled a muscle in my calf.
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
because like I
that's
get
the
out and I'm at that age
fucking
where like
worst.
you get up and you're like, oh, trying to walk it out, everything's stiff, you know. Yeah, and then we moved on Christmas, you know, and like we stopped at the gas station, we let the dogs out, and the little dickhead dog got out of his collar, started running across the parking lot of the gas station.
Is that Wilson?
Yeah. And you know how my wife is. She's freaking out. And I start sprinting. I was like, oh, fuck.
Can we all agree that your wife is the worst person to have in the moment of like a trauma situation,
Involving animals, yes.
like an emergency situation? Like, she might be one of the worst people to have in that situation, and she's a nurse.
Yes.
Just saying.
And she's, you know, when it comes to the animals, I'm pretty sure I could be on fire, but save the animals.
Hear me out, and I don't mean it as like the entire situation. I mean
No.
for like the first 20 seconds of the emergency situation when you kind of
Yeah.
need to get the calmness.
Just screaming.
That's it.
Right. It's like, calm the fuck down.
It's
That's what I gotta do.
gonna be okay.
Right.
Like, but so Jason, pull the calf muscle. How'd that feel for you?
Oh, it sucked. And then like I still had a couple more hours to drive, and then I had to unload fucking U-Haul the next morning. It's like, oh my god, this sucks. It's better now though.
That's awesome.
That first 24 hours were a little tender.
A little tender, huh?
Little tender. Other than that, I haven't learned shit.
Speaking of you moving,
Yeah.
and this is, and now you're in Arkansas and everything like that. We're coming up with a rule, and I'm gonna come up with a new rule, and I'm gonna lay it, and this is what my bone to pick with you, my friend, and to pick with your wife.
Okay.
Because I love your wife to death, and you know that I've known her for
A long time.
almost 30 years. I'll just go with that now. Long fucking time.
What?
Yeah, I've known his wife we went to school together.
Oh, sorry. The fuck?
Yeah. So me and Donnie's wife went to school together. So you guys moved to Arkansas. Obviously, you guys unpacked the U-Haul, and I guess went and got dinner.
Yeah, we went to her parents' house to have Christmas.
I guess that.
Yeah.
And you guys have one dog who has separation anxiety, as we like to say.
They all kind of do, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
And your dog wants to then destroy things because it
Ooh.
has separation anxiety because your wife refuses to buy a cage for your dogs. Now, here's where the rule comes into play. I have no qualms not buying the cage or not caging your dog or anything like that. Here's where my quandary is people who like to complain about things who won't rectify the problem. So here, moving forward, world, we're going to call it the Rulo Rule. You get 2 strikes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you come to me or anybody else in the world or any of your best friends or your priest, I'll even give the priest this. And you go, hey, I have this problem. I can't believe it. And you complain about it. And you go, hey, that's a pretty easy fix. Or, hey, there's a couple of options for you. Why don't you try this? And then the problem happens again.
See, but
And
the only problem with this one
This one, you moved. You
right,
moved.
This one,
This
but,
was the move. But
this is a reoccurring thing.
This is a reoccurring thing. After the second time of you bitching about it and not fucking with or fixing the problem, the third time you get 0 sympathy, and we get to ridicule you like no other. I get the fuck with you. You get no sympathy. You get nothing. It is. I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm going to make fun of you. I'm gonna be like, oh look, can't do that, huh? Can't do X, Y, Z, and we get to make fun of you until our little heart's desire.
Yep.
That I think that should be the Rulo Rule moving forward, and because your wife, I love her. I love her to
Mhm.
death. She took pictures and put them on Facebook, not once, but twice. And how many times have we had a conversation? I meet her go, hey,
It's not the
You-
first. Like it's happened
Whoa,
so many times.
how many times has she come up to me like, can you believe what this dog did? And I looked at her, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you ever thought about, I'm like, the dog has separation anxiety. I'm like, you ever think about maybe, I don't know, putting it in a cage or getting it crate trained? I mean, that usually helps dogs like that.
They're like
I don't
they're all
know.
against it. They're all
but
against it.
I get it. But now we get to make fun of them. You don't get any sympathy.
None.
All right, I gotta make a call. I'll be back.
Okay. So I think moving forward, you get 2 bitches on 1 problem. After that, we get to make fun of you about your problem. What do you think? All hands say aye.
Yeah.
Aye. Okay.
Oh, and Andrea, I realized like this week that
I don't think she can
there's a
hear you.
river of guts that flows beneath the building
Your building's
at
haunted.
work.
Oh
No.
no!
Oh,
shit.
at work.
Oh no
Jesus.
way!
I didn't know it, but like I looked down and I'm like, there's these little like waterways that go through everything, and I'm like, it's a river of guts. I'm like, that's the most metal thing ever.
You have to get a video of the river of guts.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, how can I river of guts? Like, yes.
You have to get a video of the river of guts.
That could be tricky.
Yeah, I don't think you can take
No.
videos inside, really.
Oh, you can't.
Well, there are certain things that I'm like, since I'm part of the maintenance crew, I'm allowed to take pictures of things just for reference.
Yeah.
But like filming a video, because there's
Yeah.
there's machines you walk by and there's just guts, intestines wrapped up in it and shit. It's pretty gnarly.
Really?
But the river of guts, that was rad.
That's awesome. There's a river of fucking guts that just.
River of
I wonder what.
guts.
So I wonder what they do with all the blood and the like. You have to. I wonder what they do with all that.
There's a dog food plant that they had built, like they made a deal with them and they built right behind it. So there's a big, all of it goes to one area. It all gets dumped into a trailer and they pull it over to the dog food place.
You would think it would just be like piped in, like they just have a pipe.
Every piece of it, every piece of the bird is utilized. Every single bit of it.
I get what you're saying though. Just like pipe it over the city. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just-
Dude, this place is that big.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, speaking of every
enormous.
piece of the bird used, did you see? And I don't know where this KFC was, but
The-
somebody ordered
The chicken head.
the chicken head.
oh yeah.
That-
I mean, it's disgusting, but it's really comforting to know that KFC is using real chickens, right?
They don't get their chicken from us because that would never happen where I'm at.
Yeah, well, but it's comforting to know. I'm just saying on the
Yeah.
KFC because there's all those horror stories that KFC's using, like
Oh yeah.
cloned birds that are like souped up on steroids. You remember all the horror stories of KFC back in the day? And they're like, no, that's our chicken coops right over there. They're real. They're running around. But it's nice to know. It's just comforting.
I did, however, learn something else about chicken that I never knew.
Is it the other white meat?
No, I always thought chicken tenders was just a breast that's been sliced up, but it's an actually entire different muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah. It is an entire part of the muscle. You got a tender in you, buddy. And that's what we
Yeah.
love about you.
that.
I got problems. I really do.
Fuck it.
It probably tastes like a pork tenderloin.
Mine?
You've never had breaded chicken tenders? They're delicious. They're small, but
No, every cannibal that's done an interview, they say it tastes like pork.
I like
I
pork.
let me eat a human being. It tastes like pork.
If I ever get anything amputated, I want to keep it and cook it. I want to make some foot tacos like that Reddit dude.
There's a Reddit dude that made foot tacos.
Yeah, and he served his friends his foot and fajitas.
Is that real?
Yes.
Oh,
You know what? I'm going to call
Because
you
I
out.
want to keep my foreskin whenever I get it chopped.
make some cracklings out of it.
You should go get a smiley face tattooed on it first, so you can keep it
Yeah.
Frame it.
and frame
Spread it out like on a
Yeah.
a bat wing.
cake.
Make a piece of leather out of it.
Watch band.
Yeah, something like that. There you go. Something. Oh wow. All right, Donny.
John's just like, fuck.
I don't even know how to transition from there.
Foreskin
myself.
watch band. That's where we draw the line.
That sounds like a death metal band. Foreskin watch band.
Fuck yes.
That does sound like a death metal or a death metal fucking band, doesn't it?
Forced castration is a Cannibal Corpse song, so I mean,
Did you see the video? Speaking of Cannibal Corpse, did you see like his fucking Christmas of his 9,000 piece Lego set of him just crying when he was
The Home
opening
Alone
it?
house.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
that was I couldn't remember. It was like AT. It was the AT or the Home Alone house. I couldn't remember which one it was.
I saw the Home Alone house.
It was the Home Alone house. I seen the AT video of a guy putting it together.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I
Yeah.
was like earlier, and then I had those confused in my head.
The ad.
Yeah. All right. Here's what I learned this week. I learned two things. Number one, the Titanic is my wife's favorite movie, or is one of my wife's favorite movies. Number two, my wife doesn't like my sense of humor. Because when I jokingly said, this movie made a lot of money, or a lot of money in the movie theaters, I'm surprised they didn't make a sequel to it. Because it's the Titanic.
Right.
She did not find that funny at all. She didn't chuckle. She didn't go a smirk. She berated.
I know the
The
look she
fuck?
gave you.
Oh no! It
I
wasn't a
know
look.
the look she gave you.
I've seen this look before.
It wasn't a look. It wasn't a look at all.
She threw them hands.
There was a lot of "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You should know this by now.
You know the fucking ship sank questions thrown at me. And then about 20 seconds into that, her stopping, realizing the joke, and then being mad at me even more.
Because she took the bait.
So really, she can't be mad at me on this, right?
Right.
And then realize,
That means your
Wait,
joke was
Am
successful.
I getting mad at you?
yeah.
Why
Like-
am I getting mad?
And then she got mad at me and then about the Titanic because she goes, I can't believe I fell for the same joke that you use on Nirvana. Because every time I like Nirvana, I think Nirvana's a great band. There's nothing wrong with Nirvana. The local radio station here play the same two Nirvana songs,
All day long.
and yes, one of them is "Smells Like Teen Spirits." That's the only Nirvana songs they play. So every time they come on, I always ask the question, man, Nirvana was great. I really wish they would come out with some new shit.
Smells like Old Spice.
So I always say that she fell for it once. Everyone kind of falls for it the first time because they're not expecting that question. And then when I said the Titanic bit joke, she got mad at me that she fell for the joke twice.
I think I may have just Googled the dumbest thing ever, at least for the answer I was given.
I doubt it.
Because I was wondering if the Titanic movie was based off a book or something and just Googled what the Titanic movie was based off of. And it was just like the fucking crash, dumbass.
The Titanic.
Like
You did not Google. Hold
It's
on.
based on
Time
actual
out.
events.
Time out. Did you really just Google while we are recording what the movie The Titanic was about?
Yes. No, what it's based on, yeah.
What it's based on?
Because I was like, oh, maybe it's the book.
Right. I could see. I understand. I understand the question you were trying to ask. I just
Yes.
think, yeah.
When I read the question back, the Google question, I was like, oh, that
Like,
looks so dumb.
It's based on actual events.
It's a fictional story based on a real event.
Yeah, it was just like, you dumbass. What do you mean?
You know, and Jack couldn't have fit on. You know,
I would
I'm
like
Yes, he
to-
could have. If
I
she
would
would have
like to
moved
go
her
on the
happy
record.
fat ass over, it would have worked.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook, you fat pig. Like, you could have.
Give him some door space. It'll be all right.
You know, yeah, I have a really good
Fucking
idea
lay
for
on
this.
top of each other. How hard is it?
Yeah,
God.
you already fucked.
It's basic rule
One.
of hypothermia. Use body heat to keep you warm.
Yeah,
He's
you had to
gonna
look-
be
Yeah.
turtle heading though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe that's
Big-
why.
big time. If it didn't already freeze and fall the fuck off.
I'd like to go on the record and say I have never seen that movie.
Neither have I.
Saw the highlights.
Right.
That's about it. Saw the
Yeah,
highlights.
I know the Cliffs notes.
I read. Yeah, that's what I was about to
There's
say.
a
I read the
boat.
Cliff
and it
Notes.
sank.
Did you ever hear the theory about the Titanic? The conspiracy theory about the Titanic?
No, I haven't.
That the owner of the Titanic purposely had it run into an iceberg
To prove his point.
for insurance claim because his company was going under. And he got off the Titanic about 30 minutes before the iceberg hit.
Good luck, everybody. Enjoy your trip.
Toodaloo! Toodaloo! Watch out for that tree of iceberg. Toodaloo! You know, that's a conspiracy theory.
How much do you believe it?
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
I feel like that's always my question in the back of my head with John when he says these things. I'm just like,
I hear so many.
So?
I hear like so with the Titanic. I'm just like that one. The moon landing. Flat earthers. I laugh at because it's mathematically impossible. Every conspiracy theory has. I don't know. I laugh at a little bit.
the Joe Biden robots, I like, even if that was real, like, it wouldn't matter to me, in my opinion. So that's just a funny one to me.
Oh God, it would make some sense. Anyways, where were
Did
we?
you
Oh,
you brought up Joe Biden? I gotta hop in. Did you see that thing I posted with Bad Santa?
no.
Oh
Can-
my
I don't
God,
think so.
dude.
Can we? Let's take a time out. Let's not. We try not to get political here. We don't. But can we all admit that we are in some very, very dark times as a country? But if you have a sense of humor and you can make some jokes, you are in a this is your time to shine because we are fucked and we can all admit it. Let's
Mhm.
just all admit it now and get. I almost feel bad for picking on the guy because I feel bad I'm picking on my grandfather. Like when he was at the later stages of his life. Like, oh, grandpa, did you get that joke? Oh, you what? Oh, nope. I'm not sorry. I'm not Bobby, you know. Sorry.
Old people are
Oh.
the first ones to like call out the offended generation, but can't take a fucking joke either.
Yeah, like almost I feel so bad for picking
Like they're
on
just as bad.
did you see what happened like on the like the NORAD, him and his wife, like Joe Biden and his wife got on for Christmas. They were doing the Santa tracker, and the dad from Oregon was like, "Yep, Merry Christmas," and like, "Let's go, Brandon." And he was like, "Yeah, let's go, Brandon. I agree."
Yeah.
Did you see that, Jamie?
No.
That's your president. He was so far out of touch.
Your generation elected him.
I didn't
He
vote
is-
for shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's not. He's so far out of touch with the base, and he's so out of touch with the country culture going on right now that he just agreed of the F Joe Biden chant. And it's very sad. And Joe Rogan, if you missed it, Tim Dillon was on Joe Rogan's podcast last week on Christmas Eve. And
I can't watch Tim Dillon.
Dude,
I don't
Tim
know what
Dillon.
it is. It's not that it like makes me mad. It's not that he like does anything like that. Like it's not like I'm being a
Yeah.
fucking
It's just
snowflake about it. It's just like he's so fucking intense. I can't just sit and watch it.
he's not even, he just seems intense. He's just so in your face about it because he's saying some outlandish shit.
I don't
Yeah.
think I know who he is.
Oh, he's a stand-up comedian. He's
I don't know where
funny.
he came from. I think it's just comedy. Yeah.
I think he used to be a child star. So that explains a lot right there why he's all fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So they watched the clip of Joe Biden or of Jill, of the nurses dancing, the most out of touch Christmas singing of the dancing nurses in the fucking rose room. Of
Oh
those Biden
yeah,
hats.
I saw that clip. Yeah.
And Tim Dillon goes, "Where's Joe Biden?" And Joe Rogan goes, "He's dead." And it is, dude, in the way that Rogan says it without missing a beat and off the cuff. Dude, I sent a Snapchat to Jimmy like, dude, pull that. Pull that audio. If you can pull that audio, because it is the funniest fucking thing in the world. You hear him go, "He's dead." And it is the way he, bro. And it's just like, you can't help but agree. Like, the dude's a walking, talking. Someone is fucking,
Someone's working that pup.
someone's pocketing our fucking president right now. And it's just like, we're all fucked. Let's all fucking dance, sing. Let's all do some drugs and fucking, let's all watch it burn together, shall we?
Word.
All right. I'm getting off the high horse. Let me move on.
That's why I moved to the country.
Let's move on to something else. Oh, Donnie, I'll make you feel better about getting old.
Oh.
So somebody smoked a little bit too much the other day
Really?
and had his headset on and was listening to, of all songs, Freebird. Because it happened to come be on.
Bird is a word.
No, Freebird by Leonard Skinner. Because it happened to just come on one of my daily mixes. And man, that transition at like the 8-minute mark when they were just rocking out, boy, that hit a different note because I was high as fuck.
Did you have a Jenny standing on a balcony moment?
Dude, I started fucking fist pumping. And my fucking shoulder, I felt something in my right shoulder go, and I went,
Doctor, what happened?
No.
I was grooving a little too hard.
I'm like, the bad thing is I just went to my doctor the other day and last 2 weeks ago because my hip went out and she goes, and she goes, "What were you doing?" I went, "Walking to go get in the shower." And she
I was
goes,
doing that.
and she goes, "What?" I went, "I was walking to go to the shower." Now, can you imagine if I went to the doctor again and went, "Hey, my shoulder really hurts," and she'd be like, "What were you doing?" I'm like, "So I was listening to Freebird."
Right.
And
I feel like
Hear me
one of
out.
those things that's just like, all right, so you're at the age where you need a colonoscopy now. Like you've hit that age.
No, they pushed it back. It's like 50 now or
it's
something.
50. So they went
Well,
to
if your
get
body's falling apart, let them stick a finger up your ass.
I'm gonna have to get it done earlier because because of my family history. So I'm already whatever in it right now. But I have to. But they look at your, now that you turned 40, and Donnie, you should be doing this now. You should be getting your blood work done every 3 to 6 months to check on your PSA levels and your blood work and your testosterone levels,
I
just
don't
to
even
keep you a
remember.
functioning.
I haven't been to the doctor in a while.
Donnie, you need to go. So
Yeah.
there you go. Speaking of being a little bit too stoned the other day, actually, and this wasn't even a stoned moment. I don't know what that was, but please make that stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me.
It sounded like something from The Price is
I was
Right.
like, I wasn't even a stoned moment. Ding! It was perfectly timed.
Yeah. It's like it was meant to be.
So, by the way, babe, this is the ding dong story I was going to tell you, but I was like, I'm an idiot, not going to do this. I'll wait.
Haha. You can say it. I can hear you, but I'm gonna mute it because those are messages that are coming through for me. So
All right. So I'm here in the man cave, and it's like 4:30 in the morning because everyone knows that I'm a psychopath and only sleep 4 to 6 hours a night, and I only come down here and start reading the news and checking emails and doing all that stuff. So I was thinking about a ding dong that we had in the cabinet upstairs because I started getting a little hungry and I'm fat and I like ding dongs. I turned around to watch something on the news. Already thought that I went and got my ding dong, and it was sitting on the table next to me, and picked up my fucking mouse and almost bit into it and got it about right here before
The fuck?
it was my mouse, and I haven't gone upstairs yet to get the fucking ding dong that I wanted.
Look at that.
I almost drank bong water the other night.
Oh my god. But I almost bit into my computer mouse thinking it was a fucking ding dong that I haven't went and got yet. I might need to see a therapist.
I'm glad you started that lion's mane not long ago.
Clearly, I needed it.
Like, holy shit.
Like, I was just like, I literally went, what the fuck is wrong with me? I got so enticed in the news that was going on and what was happening that I completely, and it was like 15 seconds. Hey, I'm going to go get a ding dong. Hey, this is a fucking news article. Let me buy it into my computer mouse. That was the transition. How does that happen?
That
What? What? Someone help me. I'm asking. Ladies and gentlemen, I need some help.
wait a minute. Like, I took a time out from work. Did you seriously just say that you fucking bit into the computer mouse thinking it was the ding dong you were dreaming about?
Yes.
Thinking about. I went like this. Here is how my day. This is how it went. I was reading something. I went, oh, I'm gonna go upstairs and get a ding dong. Turn, watch something on the news, picked up my mouse and went, all within 15, 30 seconds. I wasn't even fucking stoned. I don't even have an excuse. I wasn't on drugs. It was just 4:30 in the morning and I was reading and I was watching the news.
You realize that trumps like any stupid thing that I've like ever done, right?
Don't worry. Oh, yeah, this week.
that's a good one.
Yeah, this week. I don't even know what to fucking do with myself anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome.
So, okay, so no one's got anything? Just live
No,
maybe
No,
exercise?
I don't even know where to go with that.
You guys, therapy, someone, anybody?
No.
I think the lion's mane was just the best one I said. So I don't think I have
What do you
anything
guys
better
got
than
for me?
that.
Huh?
Yeah, I've never mouse for ding dong.
I've almost drank bong water.
I think we've all done that. I think we've all almost done that.
I don't know that I have many others.
I-
I have like a drawer on my desk that's just full of like old chip bags for some reason, like half-eaten chip bags. And there was one day where I was really craving Doritos, and I was just like, "Fuck it," and they were like 3 months old. But like, that's the worst I've done.
A computer mouse. You would think the red light might have gave it away.
Or the texture, or the shape.
Nope. It was.
I mean,
Or the
it's similar.
weight. The weight.
It was a.
Dark round. Yeah, I can see that.
And here's the most fucked up part was I was in the foyer when it dawned on me what I just did. Like I just dropped, stood up, walked, and I was like in the foyer. You guys all been to my house. You know the foyer's at. That's where I was at when I went. I just can't believe I almost ate my motherfucking computer mouse.
I remember one time I was filling up a cup full of water, and I was just filling the faucet, making sure it was cold. And then I just like sat there waiting for like 15, 20 seconds because I was like, oh, I need to wait for the water to get clean again. Like, I started laughing at myself immediately because I was just like, did I really just do that?
Yeah. All right.
That's great.
I was waiting for my germs to get out of the water faucet.
Hey, none of our kids are around, are they? Oh, my wife's talking to someone, so hopefully none of our. Before I get into the next story, I don't want our kids around.
I've heard worse.
I know they have, but this is, one of those things. I guess we're all muted with her. So I got a question for you, boys. I'm pretty sure my wife's done this before to me, and I just never noticed, but I noticed this morning. But I find it a little. You ever had the 2-finger slide? You know what I'm talking about with the 2 finger? You ever had a woman grab your penis and do the 2-finger slide with it instead of just grabbing it and jerking you?
Yeah.
I've heard of it before. I've heard it before, and I'm not saying I was at full. Here, let me go with the scenario real quick. Let me paint. No. The the zoo whistle. 2-finger slide. Instead of grabbing it.
Right.
No.
All right. I'm sure she's
Listen
done it
here,
before.
horsecock.
Listen. Hold on. Let me paint the picture before you all start thinking it's weird. And Donny is going, and all the normal men out there are going to know what I'm talking about right now. So give me a second. I got up this morning and I had to pee really badly. So I had the pee bone.
Right.
So it's not like it's standing at its
No.
proudest attention. It's just
it's hung over from a 2-day bender, just doing what it can to stand up straight.
It's like, yeah, a pee boner.
It's there.
If a woman sees a pee boner as your first hard on, you're disgraced. Like you are just shamed as a man because it's
and
just
it gets
also, bigger. I promise. It's not.
Right, and also, ladies, just so you know, it's not functional. You can't use that shit.
I was about to say, waking up to a blowjob hurts. It's not pleasant.
Sometimes it all depends.
Dude, what kind of
if you gotta pee
waking up
bad
to?
when
Jesus.
you wake up, that shit's just not pleasant. You're just gonna end up pissing in her mouth.
If you have to pee real bad, yes. So, anyways,
the pee boner first thing in the morning, like
we can hear you, Donny. So, anyway, anyways, my wife's in the shower. So before I pee, I kind of, whip it around the shower curtain just to say hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. And instead of doing the nicing and grabbing and kind of giving the 1-2 tug, she did the kazoo whistle with the 2-finger on. And that is not very masculating. You know what I mean? That is very degrading. It's like, Jesus. I know you did. I know that was her hello, but it was like a half hello, and it's just like
It's like, yay, what's up?
Oh.
Yeah, like that's how I masturbated when I first figured out what it was. Like,
but if she kazooed with 2 on
it's
top,
like a
thumb on
10-year-old
bottom.
jerking you off.
And it was just like
It was the saddest hand job ever.
it was, and it doesn't make your dick feel great. It just makes it feel sad. Like it might have gave like for a little bit I had PTSD.
I was
Like,
about
my
to say,
dick
did
was
you have like PTSD flashbacks of the like, hey, little buddy?
like yeah, like the first time like your girlfriend seen you step out of a fucking cold shower or after a
I
workout
was in the pool.
or when she catches you when you drop your shorts when you get home from the gym when you have that dick.
The
Like that's
turnaround,
not it's not very
keep your
flattering.
back to her, dick.
Yeah.
Are you talking about today? I'm talking about this morning when I was in the shower
Yeah.
and you're bitching.
I'm not bitching. We had sex afterwards. You made me feel better.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You know, I
At
have
that
like
moment in
one
time-
hand doing
I'm
something.
just saying, I
and then
cried a
you
little bit
say
before.
hi.
Right.
Listen,
You peeked in with your penis.
I
It wasn't
know
you
this.
popping in to say hi. You show me your dick.
I know this. I explained the details of the story very thoroughly.
I'm also still working, so
I
I
know.
apologize.
I get you. I got it.
I'm
I'm
just
freaking-
imagining like a foggy glass door, and you just like slowly open it up, and then just like the dick pokes around. Just
No, we got a curtain. I just kind of. I did the
Hmm?
2-finger peek
Did
around
they
the
open
curtain.
the curtain?
Yeah, I did the open the curtain and just kind of let it come around the corner, like the hello. Just saying, but it's very degrading. You know, if ladies just go ahead and grab the thing. Don't do the kazoo whistle. All right, grab that thing. Even if he has a micro.
grab it like you don't like me.
Yeah, like. I mean, don't do it like that, but
Right.
grab
Not
it.
that you don't like me,
Yeah.
but you're slightly irritated.
Yeah, like do something like that. Speaking of penises and balls, did you know, and we've talked about this multiple times, that the baldo, does everyone know we're talking about the baldo? We've talked about it multiple times on the podcast.
Somewhat. And I was trying to find your tweet. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, the baldo has a Twitter account. They have a Twitter account, Baldo on Twitter. They
Baldo.
and out of all things, they fucking commented on one of our posts about on one of my posts about a dog. Not one of the multiple fucking weird posts about fucking sexual activities or anything like that. It was about our dog sleeping in the tuck position and using her back paws as a pillow.
They were
Who
like,
knew?
this is the one.
He was like, he goes, oh, my dog sleeps like that as well. Or whoever runs that person that runs that account. My dog sleeps like that all the time. I'm like, wait, Baldo has a fucking Twitter handle? I'm
Right.
like, that's amazing. That's fantastic. You know how happy this makes me? We talk about you all the time because it's the most outlandish sex toy I've ever heard of. We're looking for a sponsor for Sex Toy Prices Right, Baldo. If you're listening to this,
Baldo, yes.
go back. You can go back to the
Baldo.
last episode and see
I'll give a review.
the wonderful toys. You'll give a review. The toys that we use for the Sex Toy Prices Right. Did you see them, Donnie?
I did. There's
The
some good
mi-
ones.
The Mike's spikes. Oh, I had a couple of text messages and direct DMs on that one going, where the fuck did you find that thing? I'm like,
The internet.
I could send it to you. I got the link still. It was not fun.
Tempted to order one just to have it on the shelf.
It was only like $80, wasn't it? Or it was like 200.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like 230. That was a well custom $230 cock ring chastity belt.
Lord.
No, that was my guess, and it was a lot cheaper.
I don't know. I don't fucking feel like looking it up either. Go back and watch it from last week. Sex Toy Price is Right. It was the last toy. Just fast forward to the big ending. So, here's something I learned this week. You know, every week, I always try to find a West Virginia story. I haven't been able to find any recently. And the reason why I always try to look for the stories that have context in the back of them. But I'm coming to terms with West Virginia. Either you all just do either one here. Here's the two things in West Virginia. Either your journalist aren't very good and don't like to ask questions and don't like to tell the story that happened. Or two, you all like to do wild shit just because.
I think it's they like to do wild shit just because.
Jamie?
Yeah.
It's one of those. Well, what else are we gonna do?
Like, because here is because I was looking, found the story of man hits wife with ball bat multiple times. I'm like, okay. And it was like 40-year-old man hits wife with ball bat, was arrested and charged $500,000 bail. That was the end of the story. I'm like, there's no way. Well, that's it. That's it. You have to have context. So I go to another news article, look up the names, find another news article, and it says this lady called 911 after her husband came into the bedroom at night and just started hitting her with the ball bat.
Fuck.
That was
did
it.
something to piss him off.
She was 72-year-old lady. Her husband was 74. There's no that was it. That was the end of the story. And that was it on all accounts. I looked up 3 times and that was the most detail I got out of the story. So West Virginia, I think you all like to do wild shit just because you all like to do wild shit.
Yeah. What else
That-
are you gonna do?
Yeah. So
I just sent you a message. I'll be back in a little bit.
okay.
Who?
Cool. Actually, hey, I'm gonna take a pause real quick because I have to use the restroom all of a sudden
Oh,
because I've been drinking cool all day, and then let's refresh and then she'll be back. So all right.
Word.
Word. Sorry about that. Had a drain, and hey, nice to have you back next to me, beautiful bride with tots. Finally off your phone calls. It's okay. Relax. It's all happy now. It's all happy.
Come here, Rulo.
Oh, now the rose
Yeah,
upset.
now it's something else.
She'll be fine. Hey, I got a question. Have you guys ever heard of this movie called Dose on Netflix?
No.
no.
Dose? No.
So I'm not going to watch it, but I found a news article about it. It's supposedly the most disturbing movie on Netflix. So if you don't want to know about it, stop listening now and come back in 10 minutes. Or fast forward 10 minutes. Because I want to talk about this because I found a news article about this movie called Dose on Netflix. So it's a Spanish movie. It's all in subtitles. It's about these 2 people who wake up naked in bed together, sewn together. Like
Sewn together.
they're sewn together, like their
that's awesome.
abdomens are sewn together. And they're trying to figure out why. She is a rich housewife. He is a male escort. They think it's the husband
Cool.
that set them up into this.
Now I'm curious. Now I would watch it.
It
You
gets
have
worse.
my attention.
It gets worse. There's a sex scene with people who are sewn together in it.
Okay.
It's the weirdest orgy ever.
It's like the human centipede.
Come to find out, it's not the husband. It was their lunatic father because they used to be Siamese twins and he kidnapped them and sewn them back together again.
That's kind of interesting, actually.
I'm not going to watch it because I don't like Spanish speaking and English subtitles. Like I don't want to read the movie. I'll watch. So I can't hear. Everyone knows this. So I watch everything with subtitles to begin with.
Because it's not-
Mexican who doesn't like Spanish.
I know.
It's not that. I'm
Taco
reading.
Bell.
If I'm reading English, I like if I'm watching something in English, and the subtitles on, I have to read it in English.
I don't like
Spanish-
subtitles in anything.
Yeah.
So he reads that like he speaks. Like
So,
it has to be either
yes.
it's not a bad thing, but like if there was a movie we really wanted to see and it was subtitled, he couldn't. It's not that he couldn't, but he'd be like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, I just won't. I just won't read the movie. So it's just who I am.
Did you ever
But
see Beowulf? That was in French and it was subtitled.
I watched the dub one.
I went and saw it in the theater.
Same with
so it was
Brotherhood of
French.
the Brotherhood
That's
of the
what I
Wolf.
meant. That one.
Brotherhood of the Wolf. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the dubbed one. and with the English subtitles because it was a bad dubbed. Because I have to, I'll listen to the movie and like I watch the movie, and if I'm listening to the movie, like the last word, God dang it, like the last word, if I don't understand it, I'll try to pick it up on the subtitles real quick so I know what's going on in this movie. If
Okay.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. Because I have terrible time hearing, so that's why I watch it with closed captioning, and that's why
I watch
it's-
everything with closed captioning.
yeah. So if something is in Spanish and I'm trying to watch the movie, I can't read, and plus I'm a slow reader,
I am not.
so so that's my problem.
I'm done. I'm tired.
I know you're tired,
I've had a
but
very fucked up week.
but no, I know you have. How fucked up a movie is that though? Like, who comes up with somebody like sewn together and let's make them Siamese twins who got separated and then let's have them fuck?
Twisted Dad.
That is
Eh,
pretty fucked up. That is very.
I mean, I like Malignant. That was kind of an interesting one to me.
It's like the Human
was
Centipede
bizarre.
and Saw.
Malignant was fucking. It had
Never, I don't even know what Malignant is.
it had good parts and it had like a sort of storyline. The acting was shit.
It
But,
was
I mean,
just bizarre.
Yeah.
It was fucking out there.
Is that the one that was on HBO Max?
No, it was.
Yep.
Was it?
Yep.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's the greatest horror movie ever." I'm like, "Bitch, please."
No.
It wasn't that, but it had, and I don't know if the acting was like purposely bad. To me, it was like supposed to be nostalgic of like old school acting, but I didn't have a problem with it at all. I enjoyed it.
A couple scenes were actually pretty badass. I find myself laughing as people are getting their heads bashed in. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So can we talk about the pandemic, and not the pandemic that everyone that you're dealing with? I'm talking about the pandemic that no one's talking about.
Are you talking about the blind lady?
No.
Did you see that?
No.
So the blind lady that predicted 9/11, like the Siberian blind lady that
what
she
did
predicts all this shit. She predicted that there's gonna be a another virus that gets released from that's been frozen for millennia because of the climate change.
That is propaganda trying to scare everyone into more climate change bullshit. That's all that is. If you believe that,
Oh, it's
you're a
hilarious to
dummy. If
me.
you believe that, you're a dummy. That's you know what? And guess what? They're going to start pushing shit like that to scare people into climate change and make us all scared. I'm just saying. But I'm
Yep.
not talking about that pandemic. I'm not talking about the COVID pandemic. I'm talking about the pandemic of high school teachers sleeping with their fucking female high school teachers sleeping with their students that no one's talking about.
That wouldn't be a pandemic. It would be more of
You
a.
realize there is like multiple stories every week, everywhere. And the way they paint these ladies in the media. If it was a dude that slept with a female student, the dude would be burned at the stake and
Lynch mob.
castrated, rightfully so.
See, I think it would be the opposite. I think if a male teacher slept with a female student, they'd be like, "Yeah, kudos to you."
Your face is red. baby.
No, that's an under you. I'm not gonna high
Okay.
five a dude for sleeping with an underage girl,
Mm.
like a high school student and a male teacher. That's no. I'm not doing. I'm not praising that.
No, I was thinking like college professor.
No, I'm
type
talking
thing.
about I'm talking about the high school teachers sleeping with their
Mm.
high school students.
Either way, it's fucked up. I don't care which sex you are.
You know, because in like this, they're like this deprived female. This is how they paint these people, these women in the media. These deprived females.
These incel females.
Is going to spend 1 year in prison for having sex with two of her students in a motel room at the same time.
Was it for extra credit?
But they like, I just love how they just paint these women as this deprived female. I hope they got extra credit, by the way. I do. You think they did the shaky Eiffel Tower?
Ugh.
You know, they kind of balance each other out.
Oh my
Those kids were probably terrified. Oh my god, it's actually happening.
Thanks, Miss Sauceby. Yes, Christina Sauceby. Yeah, she's from Ohio, by the way. What is with the tri-state area of Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio? Jamie,
Slim
what is-
Pickens.
like, is it just that fucked up there?
It like all unattractive people go to the unattractive people. So I
How
feel
the
like
hell, you
anytime there's
explain,
anyone that looks halfway decent,
Yeah.
it's like an anomaly.
So, but this lady had sex with not one but two of her students at the same time. Is going to be 1 year in prison, and she can't teach ever again in Ohio or ever.
Well, fair enough.
But but there's every week there's a teacher that is sleeping with a student. I bet there's 15 cases going on in Florida right now about if you Google teacher sleeping with student in Florida. I bet there's 15 cases that pop up. Like, I feel bad. Like, what's going on, ladies? Like, let's talk. Like, what's going on with these teachers that have been sleeping with like make them want to sleep with their students? Is it like a new claim to fame thing?
Okay,
TikTok.
as an older woman, I would want my meat seasoned and aged well instead of fucking raw.
I like salami. I like it slightly rotten.
I don't want you to I don't want to have to teach you how to do things. You need to know.
She's a teacher.
Well, exactly. You know, but still.
Clearly, she likes it.
How
So,
old?
like,
I missed.
I'm just
part of
doing what
that.
I
How old-
naturally do.
29,
So she's 29. How old were the kids?
16.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
At what age did you have that mindset?
What's that? Start having sex?
Her for like because like I feel
Not being any
like
younger dudes.
I was learning stuff. Like I'm still learning certain stuff. So I mean,
I'm always learning.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
understand that.
always, yeah.
But if I'm a 29-year-old woman, I'm not going to want to sleep with a 16-year-old boy.
yeah.
She did two of them
You know,
at
and
the same time.
honestly, good for her. So add the two ages together, that's 32. So almost.
Oh.
You know, be honest, you're the youngest guy that I've ever dated. I always dated older guys.
And the best.
Yeah, I dated older guys.
It's not a kazoo whistle. It's the slide whistle. Let's don't do the
You know what?
slide whistle,
Fucking
ladies.
Shut your ass. Just shut the fuck up. You know,
Yeah, that's how I jerked off when I was 10. Yeah.
Slide whistling yourself.
you know, I could have just put the fucking body soap I had all over my hands, all over it, and got it all burning and shit. So
Yeah, you should keep hand sanitizer
Alright,
in there so you can just like squirt that out of your hands. And...
Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway,
Buckle up, buddy.
I
back to the teachers.
You just have like rubbing alcohol, you just like spritz it on it.
So would they ban the Van Halen song "Hot for Teacher" now because that would give women or boys or whoever the fucking idea to sleep with your teacher?
I don't know.
That'll be the next thing.
Mhm.
This song made me
When
do
I was
it.
when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, we had the science teacher who was pretty
It's
fucking hot.
It's just
And I had a
not-
guy in the class who intentionally got like he figured out how many questions there were, and if it was mathematically possible, he missed enough questions so he got a 69% on everything. Because that's what the 6th grade mind kind of goes to.
really, you were that boy, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I
Donnie's
wasn't
like-
that smart.
Donnie's like, I'm terrible at math.
I wasn't that smart.
No, I was the guy sleeping and
68. Damn it.
Like, so, but the bad thing is, it's just not female teachers sleeping with male students. It's female teachers sleeping with female students. I'm pretty sure there's male students, male or female or male teachers sleeping with female students, but those dudes are castrated and fucking don't make it out of prison 90% of the time.
yeah.
I can't believe they put her in there as deprived.
D-
I see it. Deprived female.
And then here's the and like what I say. Here's how fucking like the other female part, and this is the one I don't get. This has happened over in London, and I got questions about this little nugget here. This happened in London. I have many questions. Please read that. You're better at reading than I am.
Oh, my eyes hurt.
Sorry.
Last month, a female teacher was jailed for 2 years after admitting to a relationship with a female pupil. Oh, that's an interesting word.
London.
Disgraced sports tutor Erin Hebblewhite admitted to 7 charges which involved abusing her position to groom and sexually abuse a 16-year-old at Cognate School for Girls in London. The teen, who cannot be named for legal reasons, said that Hobblewhite was the first person she'd ever kissed, and also said she lost her virginity to the teacher in a restaurant bathroom by digital penetration around Valentine's Day. That's not true, but okay.
Digital penetration.
And
You're not going to lose
Yeah,
your virginity by
fingers.
getting finger banged.
So is that the way? Is that,
If you're gay, if you're a female, that would count for the most part. What do you mean? If they don't have toys with them, what else are they gonna do? Like, does it have to be oral for you to count it?
No.
I don't see. That's where my line was. I don't get the digital penetration virginity losing.
I would have
guess.
lost my virginity a lot earlier than what I did if that was the case.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying for lesbians, like, do they have to scissor for you to say it's losing their virginity?
I don't
No,
know.
they would
Like,
have to
on,
have
you know.
something inserted to break the hymen. I'm
The finger.
scientific with it. I mean,
No.
I guess if you
Yeah.
got it the fuck up there deep enough.
What if a guy's too small to break the hymen?
Little
Is he not
casual
losing their
fisting.
virginity?
Why do you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me when Jamie went? Why are you too small? But
He's
too
trying to
small
be
break the hymen?
educated.
Why did you just look at me like that? No. Are you going to talk about the small thing, or are you not me? You're not talking about me, are you? Okay. You know, fucking.
I've seen penises that have been about this size.
Poor fella.
It is what it is.
Poor guys. Like, oh boy.
But we've talked about like the hymen surgery for like if people broke their hymen with a tampon.
Oh, they're talking about how people are getting like the hymen reconstructed.
Yeah.
Do you know?
So you can visit
hold on.
that pain all over again.
Exactly.
No,
There's no
yeah,
way.
there is that. There's one that's a little bit less invasive than that. They actually make a blood pack now for ladies to place inside themselves that the man will break open and have fake blood.
That's fucking. Why don't you just have sex on your period then?
It's
Touche.
Like that doesn't.
so I guess it gives the guy the feeling of breaking the hymen open
Her
again.
shit's
That's
gonna
little,
be loose though.
That scared the fuck out of me.
It's so you
I
give the
don't
guy
want to
that
go through that
traumatizing
again.
moment where he's
Yeah,
like, "Oh
like-
my god, there's blood all over my cock. What the fuck happened? This is
I
supposed to
knew what
happen."
was going on and I was still terrified. Like,
Right.
what? I was in the age where like I could Google all that shit and know what was gonna happen, but no, I was still terrified and like, what do I need to do?
Unfortunately, I've only slept with loose women.
Have
Love you, honey.
Have you ever taken virginity?
yeah, when I lost mine. And then
Oh,
you
damn.
took your own? Is that what you did?
No, like I asked if he was ever
at the
someone
same time.
first.
The person,
Oh.
yeah, that was how that worked.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
And then, and then another one, another like farther down the road, a friend of a friend, literally was like, "Will you do me?" She was. It was like, and she was a good, attractive woman. She was like, She was a very shy woman. She was like, "Hey, I found you attractive. I just want to get it over with. Will you please?" I went, "Yeah, sure," and took hers.
No, I don't think I
Yes.
would.
And so just call me a selfish prick, gentlemen. I have 2 on my belt. Sorry, I'm an asshole. Sorry.
I don't see it like that, because like I saw a chick that was just like, "Hey, I find you attractive, but I don't want a relationship. Let's fuck."
Yeah, yeah.
That's the way I see that. You know,
It's not like
hey,
it's not
yeah,
like
it
you
wasn't that-
forced yourself upon her and be
yeah,
like, haha,
she-
you're a virgin.
Yeah. No,
you didn't plant any seeds. She's just like, hey,
No,
let's do
she
this
was-
already.
Yeah, she was like, she was like, she was just a shy girl. She was like, I just want to get this over with. I was like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I just would feel uncomfortable for
So
some
essentially,
reason
you
with
were a
that.
slump buster.
For her, yes. I was used, as they say.
Fuck
And-
you. You were not. You're used. Oh my god.
I was.
And then here's
Well, yeah, slump buster. I've done that where it's like it's been a while and then they're super fucking awkward and it's just like, well, this isn't fun.
We did that.
Like, yeah, we're never gonna do this again.
What the fuck? What just happened?
she go, oh, we did that.
We
She was like,
did.
wait a minute. She goes, we did that for each other one time. She was like,
We were a slump buster. We were friends and got to talking, and it was just like, hey, it's like, hey, you know, hey, but hey. And then it got to it, and it's like, you know, it's kind of been a while. I'm like, oh, okay, like whatever. It's been a while for me too, and it was just like, oh, it's
Yeah.
on.
so we just, and that's how that began.
And we were-
meet you in the cooler in 5 minutes.
Mm.
Did I just call that right?
It was the bathroom.
Oh.
Was it just behind a bar?
I can't. Do we tell the story or do we just?
Yes,
that
you
wasn't
have
that
to.
wasn't our first time, but that
No, it
did
wasn't the fir-
happen.
But it did happen.
Okay, without going into detail, because yes, we were both at one point in time employed at the same place. Okay, one of us had keys to said locked office, and we're like, "Hey, are you busy? No. Are you busy? Nope. Okay, hey,
You
meet
got
me
five-
up here."
You got 5 minutes, real quick.
Yep, and that happened.
Nice.
There's so many stories about that place that I know so many people that have
Dude,
done that in different places, but I cannot. I'm not
That-
saying anything else.
That office looks like a Jackson Pollock painting. Of
Yeah.
multiple,
Take a black light in there.
multiple DNA samples. If someone was murdered in that office,
Everyone has to be investigated.
bro, there is at least 20 people I can think of off the top of my head that there are DNA samples of in that office. Ugh. Now that I think
Man,
about that,
they had a bukkake right before.
Jesus.
Yeah. No.
Uh,
But we have been each other's slump buster at one point in time.
so sorry about that.
That's a little bit of our
I guess I was a slump buster.
You're on a one night stand that hasn't fucking ended yet.
That was a slump buster.
You know, you're right.
Not for me.
No, for
For
her. I
her.
remember that.
Right.
I remember her
But
saying
you-
yeah, I remember the conversation
You're still on
before
a
you
one night.
happened.
Yeah, you're still in a one night stand that still hasn't ended yet.
Right.
And now you're to the point where if you guys got divorced, I'm pretty sure her family's kicking her out and not you.
It's seeming that way.
Which I don't blame them one fucking bit because I know their daughter and she is ooh boy. There's a reason why we just named a rule after her called the Rulo
The
Rule.
Rulo Rule.
Yeah. You get 2 bitches, and that's after that we get to make fun of you. That's done with it.
7 minutes.
7 minutes for what?
No, that was the back
Oh,
porch. That was
yes.
the Rulo Rule. 7 minutes.
That was her other rule. You have 7 minutes. I forgot she has
Yeah.
2 rules, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Jesus, we should just write a book about her. I forgot about the 7-minute rule.
Yeah.
You have 7 minutes, bitch about it. You got 7 minutes, get it off your fucking chest. After that, let's move the fuck on. That's a good rule too.
Yep.
We should bring that back.
Taking it back.
Bring it back. So, hey, since it's the end of the year, all the lists
God.
came out. Where do you want to start? Fun cities or sinful cities?
I say sinful, but that's just me.
Sin.
Oh, 2.
James,
Sin.
Hey.
obviously, what's the most sinful city?
Well, clearly Las Vegas, because
Vegas
it's
is
called
Is in the
Sin
United
City.
States. Sin City is Vegas. We already know which number 1 is. So,
Yeah.
so let's do the top 20, shall we? You guys want to guess it?
Nah, just
Or
read
you guys
'em.
just want to rattle off and see if you've been there. So this is from Wallet Hub. Let me back up. They did 37 key factors of what makes the city evil.
Mm.
You know, evil indicators. Basically, the 7 deadly sins. That's if you can fuck it, eat it, sell it,
Smoke it.
kill it. That's what's basically murder, crime rate, shit like that.
So Chicago's in
Miami's got to
top.
be on that list.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Chicago's top 5.
Miami,
Chicago is not top 5. Miami's not top
What?
5.
really?
Just start at 20 and go
New
up.
York.
Yeah, we'll
So
go at
number
20.
all right. So number 20 is Birmingham, Alabama.
I have been there.
Yeah.
Number 19 is Orlando, Florida. So obviously, Disneyland has its underbelly.
Yeah.
Number 18 is New Orleans.
Well, that's
Uh-huh.
a given.
Yeah.
New Orleans, you would figure to have a little bit more because I mean, for someone who's gone to jail for leading with the intent to fall there, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but they haven't been able to have Mardi Gras, so
Yeah,
that's probably why they're low.
that's true too. Let's see. 17 is New York. New York. But that's because fucking that city's been on lockdown for 2 years. Number 16 is Baton Rouge. Oh, that's a fun
They
town.
have like a fucking CSI team just for guns
What is-
on the internet in New York.
Oh,
Wow.
They have an entire division just dedicated to Twitter now.
are you serious?
Yes.
Just to look for the crime that they brag about on Twitter?
Yes.
That sounds about right. New York's back, baby.
It's ridiculous.
So 16, Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is a good time. You ever go with that? 15, Baltimore.
I would never have. Well, yeah, I guess.
What's that?
No, Maryland, I wouldn't have guessed, but Baltimore, yeah, I've seen drug stories about there.
Yeah. 14, Little Rock, Arkansas. Donny.
Really?
14,
It's
Little
a-
Rock. So you know they have a serial killer going on up there, and they have their own vigilante.
Sweet.
If you remember correctly, we talked about him, the superhero. I forget what his fucking name is.
Fucking
That's
Shadow Vision.
awesome.
Oh, Shadow Vision.
Jesus
Excuse me.
Christ.
It's gonna end up just being Post Malone running around with his night vision goggles.
Dude. He has Jamie. Right now, get on Facebook and get on Facebook right now and look up Shadow Vision. I'm telling you, man.
My mama calls, see me on TV. Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
this is him and all of his fucking ridiculous military gear he has.
Oh,
Congratulations.
running around.
dude, look at this dude, man. He's legit, man. Shadow Vision.
Oh, fuck.
Number 13 is North Las Vegas.
Okay.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's pretty much where that book took place. With North Las Vegas, a lot of it. 12, Dallas, Texas, Donnie. You
Nope.
just left Dallas.
I believe it.
11, Cleveland, Ohio.
Hmm.
I
Number
hear
10.
Cleveland's a lawless area.
I heard Cleveland's a fun city. I've never been there, but I hear it's a fun city. I've been through there. I'd like to go there for like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I hear it's a good
Right.
Number 10 is one of my favorite places to be.
Memphis, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed.
This dude is not very big.
You do realize I'm
No,
only
it's
like
not
2
bad.
hours from Memphis, right?
You realize we're going to go to Memphis,
Sometime.
right?
Dad wants to go. Dad's never been.
Dad had her dad, my father-in-law. Dad has his heart set. He's like, "When we going?" I'm like, "In the spring. Can we wait till like baseball season so we can?" Yeah, they do. That's fine. But when we
Dude,
going?
we should plan it on a weekend that I'm off.
Yeah,
And then like I get off Friday morning, hop on the bike, 2-hour cruise, you
Oh.
know,
definitely
Where to?
Memphis.
Memphis.
Best dude. Memphis is so much fun. Memphis is a great time. Oh my god, Memphis.
I
is so
can
good.
do that. That's not that far.
Number 9.
But the shadow vision, like, yeah, I would tower over this dude.
He's not a very big guy.
He looks like he's like 5'6".
He's not a very big dude.
Maybe he knows Kung Fu.
Probably.
And he runs around with some fat white dude that carries a katana.
Jay and Silent Bob.
There it is.
Nailed it. Number 9, Chicago, Illinois.
Duh.
Number
Yeah.
8, Miami.
The
Miami, you need you should have a passport to go to Miami. It should be part
Right.
of a different.
That's the COVID passport that you support.
No, that's the. Listen, are you sure?
It's mostly Cubans anyway.
Like no, it's not that. It's a hey. Do you have any small children? Yeah. Okay.
Leave it.
Are you sure you want to bring them here? Yeah. No. Okay. Because why? Because you're gonna see some crazy ass shit. You're gonna see something that probably
It's
is
gonna
gonna scar
change
them
the
life.
course of their life.
But you might have a good time. I mean, I love Miami. Good food, good times. It's just people are just crazy down there, man. It's just crazy. It's like the Wild West in Miami.
You know what? And when you brought up Dallas, I don't know. It just popped in my head when I was leaving Texas. I was flipping through the radio, and there was a report that the Frisco Mall has the highest amount of human trafficking than anywhere else in the country.
Jesus
In
Christ.
San Francisco, like the San Francisco Mall, or
No, Frisco, Texas.
Frisco.
Jesus, well, I wouldn't surprise me. And actually, yeah. Damn, that's a lot. That's crazy.
What are you on, 7?
Yeah, 7. So 7's Atlanta, Georgia. It has to be all the strip clubs. It has to be. Number 6 is the Philadelphia, PA. Number 5, Denver.
Hi, people are mad.
All right, top 5. Denver. Number 4, Los Angeles.
Duh.
There's
Yeah.
fucking- Number 3, Houston, Texas. Number
That's
2,
funny.
ladies and gentlemen. Number 2. Let's bring it in for St. Louis, Missouri. Let's bring it in,
that's-
baby. Let's bring it in. St. Louis. We're sinning. And I will know that you know why. It's the 6 blocks up north where we're just killing everybody. We're stealing,
Right.
we're killing everyone, we're fucking everything up.
It's the place where most people in St. Louis don't go.
Yeah. It's not downtown. Downtown, you're fun, outskirts, but that don't count. That's called the county.
So
Then.
is that each category rated?
Yeah.
So St. Louis is number 1 in anger and hatred, number 8 in jealousy, number 1 in excesses and vices, and then number 101 in greed. So we're not greedy. We like to give. We're jealous as fuck. We hate you and we'll kill you with our vices. So way to go, St. Louis.
Listen, we're actually really nice people here.
Depends on where you go.
We love everybody.
That's not true.
We're friendly. Come in the summer.
Yep.
Or unless you're catching a Blues game, stuff like that. But come in the summer, enjoy the Cardinals, it's fun here. It's a great time. Just don't let the welcoming committee get in your car and you'll be just fine. That's all I can say.
And
Yeah,
number
don't leave
1
anything in your
was-
car. Lock your doors.
Number 1 was obviously
Yeah, number
Las
1's
Vegas.
Vegas.
cool.
All right, let's go to the fun cities. So the fun cities, real quick. Number 20, St. Louis. See, we're fun. We're number 20.
We're fun,
We're fun,
but sinning is fun.
but sitting is fun. 19's Houston, 18 Washington. Who has fun in Washington D.C.?
Politicians,
They have weed there.
protesters.
Yeah, I really like Washington, D.C.
D.C. is a good
I'll
time.
pass.
It's actually a good time. No one's having fun in Cincinnati, Ohio, are they?
Well, they're number 17, so apparently.
Like Skyline.
They got
Chili.
jungle gyms there. Jungle gym.
All right, that's cool. But the Skyline Chili, I'm sorry, Ohio, man. That is just straight greased up shit, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
That is terrible.
Gross.
Chili. I got to shit on your chili because that's what it is. It's shit.
You better chili at Steak and Shake.
Dude, San Diego. San Diego's a good time. 16 San Diego.
Yeah.
15 Fort Lauderdale. That's a good time. 14 Seattle. 13 Portland. How is Portland fun? Like aren't they like
Drugs.
they got all the drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got all the drugs, but aren't they like riding every night and protesting
Hey,
something?
that can be fun. to
No,
some
not
people.
always. Like Jesus.
I'm pretty sure every night they're setting something on fire.
Anyway,
Or 12, Denver. I can see Denver. Denver. You would think Denver would be higher. Ha, Denver higher.
Yeah, they are.
All right. 11, Tampa. 10, New York. 9, Honolulu.
Duh.
Everyone has a good time in Honolulu.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised that's not a little bit higher.
8,
It's
Chicago.
probably the locals. Yeah.
Number 8
8
is
Chicago?
Chicago.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know how Chicago. I don't. I guess.
There's a lot of monuments. There's a lot of museums. For tourist shit, there's shit to do still.
This one, I'm surprised not really high. It's not top 3. Number 7.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, live music.
I bet. And here's another thing that I'm surprised is that's not in the top 20 is Nashville.
What about Kansas
Yeah,
City?
And
I feel like
what the-
this year it should be on there.
But Austin, Texas, I would figure would be number in the top 3. So, let's see. Number 6 is San Francisco. Number 5, New Orleans. Number 4, Miami. Now, top 3 is Atlanta. Number 2, Orlando.
Really?
And
What's-
number 1.
I had fun. I had a lot of fun in Atlanta. I liked Atlanta.
Atlanta's fun.
Number 1.
And number 1 is, what do you think?
Is it Vegas again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vegas. Vegas got everything. You can sin. You can do whatever the fuck you want there.
Yeah, Orlando. Like, that's the place to go. Like,
I closed it out.
rent the expensive cars and do shit like that. So I mean, yeah.
I've got to look up to see where that was at. But
That's okay.
but I'm surprised. But Austin was the one where I was like 7. Like you would think a lot more. Like with all the music, like Austin City Limits, with all the comedians that are just moving there, all the, everything. Austin's it has to be the number 1 growing city in the country right now, right?
That and Nashville, yeah, pretty much.
That and somewhere in Florida, probably somewhere in Florida's probably growing. It's probably getting big.
I mean, that's what we're looking at. So I mean,
All right, 2 stories. We got to pick 2 moms of the year. I've been saving these 2 stories for a little bit over a month or so now, because these are the moms of the year. Since it's the last podcast of the year, leading into the next year, we have 2 moms. Got to figure out which one's worse,
Okay.
and one's almost local, and the one that's almost local, it's got some grit to it. So, but let's go with the first one here. Mom number
are
1.
these actual mom of the year?
These are moms of the years. These are the Lost Losers podcast nominations for moms of the year, or parents of the year. They just happen to be 2 moms because I decided to do this. Like in November, I saved this story. Then I found another one. I went, these 2 have to compete, and I'll save them. So I saved first article was about a mom who's getting backlash for posing naked on Instagram to mark her son's birthday. She's getting sent to jail to be marked as an example. She posed naked.
Jesus.
I think it was like her 7-year-old son. She did naked pictures with him.
That's creepy.
There
Yes.
they are. Or 3-year-old. Sorry.
That's even worse.
3-year-old son. Her and her son. There. Hold on. Let me show the world what I'm talking about.
I mean, the picture itself isn't horrible, but
It's still weird though.
it is kind of weird.
I mean, I don't see the art in it, so maybe. What do you think, gentlemen? That's just the one that they showed. They said there was others.
Well, I mean, in that one, yes, she's nude, but she's not exposing anything.
Yeah,
As
I
a
mean-
mom, I think that's a little weird, but I mean,
That's strange, isn't it? That's very weird. Do you think she should go to jail for a year?
I don't think so.
No.
I understand.
Is it
that-
weird? Yes. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't let someone I'm with do that. But
Weird, yes. Jail
No.
time, no.
Yeah, I don't think you should pose naked with your kid after ever. Maybe.
I mean, they do some like newborn pictures where the baby's.
Yeah, I
like,
was
laying
about to
on
say
the
if you're
Yeah, I
doing a
guess-
newborn
okay.
like maternity thing, like
Okay.
that's that doesn't bother anyone.
Okay, I agree with those. I agree with those. I agree with that. But this one's
That's a
just a
little weird.
little off.
There's so many ways that you could have taken a picture with your kid to celebrate his birthday, but I think that made it all about her.
Yeah. Hold on, gentlemen. All right, sorry, but yeah, what were you saying, Donnie?
I mean, it looked like it could have been an artsy photograph,
Yeah, she was.
you know,
she's
but I
an-
don't know. I don't know if that she should go to jail for that.
She's an influencer. God dang it! Hold on, I gotta pause again. Yeah, I don't know why the camera keeps going in and out, but that's weird.
It happens.
So, yeah, I think she's just like I think she was like an influencer. She was like, "Oh, I'll take these RT pictures. I'll get clicks and blah blah blah." And now they're throwing the book at her, and all that shit. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
We
I don't
don't
think a year
know.
in prison
But
is
yeah.
justifiable.
No.
It's still a bad mom moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm gonna change my camera real quick. So because
Fucking technology.
yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah,
My
I'm sorry.
I guess my camera's going out.
Sounds about right.
Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Hold on, I'm gonna pause again. Sorry.
You lost all your
Sorry
audio
for
quality.
I thought that was the actual.
Oh, nope. All right. Sorry about that, but we had some
Technical
difficulties. TTTs.
Yahweh.
So we're worried. Oh yeah. So the weird mom take pictures. Now,
Next mom.
Next mom. Last mom. Mom from Missouri. She came up from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
How about that shit?
She's going to go to jail for a little bit because she she's a 40-year-old lady, 48 years old, and she stole her daughter's identity so she can go to college and date
Thanks,
younger
Mom.
men and take out
Oh,
student
shit.
loans. Yep. Even started seducing unsuspected men in their early 20s, lived with a family in town. She uprooted her life from Arkansas, went to Missouri, took out student loans, moved in with a family, got a job, started dating dudes,
In her daughter's name.
all in her daughter's name.
That's fucked up.
How?
She must be pretty hot.
She looks a lot younger for her age, apparently.
She looks younger than 48, but I wouldn't classify her as hot.
No, good.
See, told you.
Small town Missouri.
No.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah,
Small
that's
town
a no.
Missouri.
Not my kind of lady.
But stole her daughter's identity.
I think she would win Mom of the Year versus the other
Yeah.
one.
You
Because-
just sunk your child into lifelong of debt and
No, I'm pretty sure she got it all out. I mean, the daughter.
Eventually, someone's going to have to be responsible for that shit. That's not going to go away right away. You know, like if you pay something off on your credit report, it doesn't pop like
It's
that.
going to go to the mom. They're going to eventually shift it to the mom.
I
but
would never speak to that woman again.
fuck no.
Yeah. No.
That's a disownment. That's disowning your mom right there, right?
Pretty much.
I would say so.
Fuck you, Mom.
That's a fight on site.
Yeah, yeah. We
That is
definitely
a
fight.
straight ignorant shit right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Steal
yeah.
your daughter so you can date younger men and go to college.
I'm pretty sure
That's fucked up.
some younger men like that would be, you know, like older women. So fucking put yourself on TikTok. I'm pretty sure you'd find
Right.
somebody.
They've got pages for everything.
There's the one TikTok couple that are famous because the dude's 20 and she's 64.
Oh, she's old and haggard as shit too.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about them.
I've seen
Yeah.
them on TikTok. So
You know, like you don't have to fucking steal your daughter's identity anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, that would
It's
be
very,
nice.
Yeah.
very
They give student
easily.
loans to everyone.
Well, it's that, and it's very easy for you to get in touch with your own personal freak. Like if you, whatever freak, I'm not freak shaming anybody.
Let
If
it
you
fly.
like early 20-year-old men and you're a 50-year-old woman, it's very easy for you to get in touch with those 20-year-old men that like those women. If you want to swing from a ceiling fan while someone shoves cue balls up your ass, I'm pretty sure you could find someone that would shove cue balls up your ass as you swing while from the ceiling fan. I'm saying the internet is a beautiful place for that. There's no reason to send your daughter into fucking debt and fuck your life up like this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she would win if we were voting. I would vote for her.
Oh, that bitch is definitely mom of the year. She takes mom of the decade. We're only in 2021 because that's fucked up shit. Because you took 18 extra steps for something that you could have picked up your phone to do. You wanted to fuck a 20-year-old dude. You're 50. Ain't hard. There's tender. It ain't that hard, lady. It's not that difficult. Why do we have to make shit so fucking difficult for everyone?
I don't know.
I got it. I got nothing. I'm done spent. You know,
Done.
we could talk about aliens. We could talk about songs that are about anal raping.
Well, yeah. So was that your last thing? Because
You want that
something
one?
happened while we've been recording.
Is it about the NASA? Are you talking about the 24 NASA scientists?
No,
Or how NASA hired the 24 theologists?
no.
Well-
I'm not getting into that. So just because like this is gonna be, we can talk about the Epstein shit. I don't think any of us give enough of a fuck.
Is it about Epstein or aliens?
No, Epstein. So Ghislaine got found guilty of 5 of the 6 counts.
Really? No shit. Guilty on 5 of the 6.
Sex trafficking. Yeah.
So
How long do you think it's gonna be before she's dead?
okay.
Right. Is she gonna be Epstein?
How
Yes.
how quick? Like, how quickly does she commit suicide, or how quickly do you think names start rolling out?
Names are gonna roll.
Like the first announcement was just over an hour ago now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bro, like,
Fuck.
you're seriously like, how far? Like, how quickly do names come out, or do you think she quickly did she get suicide?
It's gonna be pretty fucking quick.
So the names that are already out are now like have to be investigated.
Yep.
You almost have to.
Holy fuck.
So the names that are out: Clinton, Gates, Trump, Jay-Z, LeBron, Tom Hanks, Beyonce. Bro, these are the names that just came out during the trial.
Yeah.
If I remember, I don't know, like, I don't know. Are those like?
Yeah, those. Yeah, I've heard all those. So that's why I'm like, oh shit.
Those are so like people have to be like,
Uh-oh.
Hey, did you also notice that Tom Hanks is no longer a citizen of the United States of America?
it's Greek.
Convenient.
That's funny.
I seen that somewhere. He got him and his wife got
Dual citizenship.
honorary citizens for Greece for something,
Fucking Larry Crown.
which I don't know if that has anything to do
The
with it.
prime minister in Greece has been to the island.
You can have dual citizenships. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yes, I did hear that. They got honorary, him and his wife got honorary citizenships. So she got, so I wonder what account they found her not guilty on.
I don't know. Yeah.
So what were the
It's a good
six?
way
What were the 6 accounts that she? What were the accounts that she got charged with, or she found guilty on? Real quick, James, you got it.
Let's see.
We might go a little long, ladies and gentlemen. That's news. We need to react.
Uh. It was a
We can-
professional masseuse. You could be a professional masseuse at 17 in Florida, Maxwell says. So, as far as I'm aware, a professional masseuse showed up for a massage. There's nothing inappropriate or incorrect about that. I don't know what the
What
heck
the-
to anything.
But what the fuck?
Oh, I have to like pay for this. Fuck.
Dude,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
How hard is it to Google?
Well, there's a bunch of articles that popped up, but none of them are giving like the details. It's just like, oh, she's guilty.
They probably won't.
Charges are Giselle Maxwell guilty of?
All of them were sex trafficking, just on different people. So she got 5 of the 6. Not guilty. Oh, wait, here it is. Conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts, guilty. Conspiracy to transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, guilty. Transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, guilty. Sex trafficking, conspiracy and sex trafficking of a minor, guilty. Not guilty, enticement of a minor to travel to engage in an illegal sex act.
How can she be guilty of the
So-
same crime and not guilty? Like, I don't understand it.
She didn't bribe the kids, she just took
Oh.
them.
That sounds about right.
Enticement.
So she basically was
Like,
like,
huh?
so basically
She
was like,
wrapped them up. She didn't give them candy.
so basically,
Huh? Wait,
time out. Will you? I'll explain it. Basically, she's just like, hey, if you want, you can get in the van here, and I have some. We might give you some shit. It's up to you though if you want to get in the van. That's enticement.
but conspiracy
she-
to entice was guilty,
Oh,
but
that-
not the actual enticement.
That doesn't make sense.
So,
then.
okay, so she made plans. So she made plans. So she basically. So basically, what I just said was, what she did was, if I was like, hey, babe, what you need to do is go out and just tell them this. Here's how I would get them in the van,
Yeah.
and then you went out and got them in the van. I conspiracy, I conspired to help you get these kids in the van. That's what she found guilt. She didn't go out and
She didn't do it herself. She
do it
had
herself.
somebody
She had
else
someone
do
else
it.
do it.
Yeah.
So
She bought the candy. She did.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly, that's how that worked out.
Well, rip for all those people.
So
Oh yeah, there's all the pictures of her and Trump sitting next to each other and stuff.
Oh boy.
So that's the weird thing is the Trump thing. I hear so much about the Trump one that you don't know what to believe. Supposedly Trump was helping the the fucking police investigate him before the FBI shut it down. And then Trump and the FBI got into it. It's fucking weird. And then
Watch.
supposedly he was on. It's weird.
Watch the Epstein fucking documentary on Netflix and it'll explain all of that.
Well, explain it to us. Give me the cliff notes real quick if you got it.
He was there on the island participating in activities with younger women.
Oh, Trump did go to the island?
Yes.
Oh, then fuck that dude.
Yeah.
There's
so, I
pictures
don't-
of
hey,
him there.
On the island?
Mhm.
Fuck that.
Who do you
I-
think like is the youngest one? I wouldn't be surprised if like Drake has gone to the island.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have not been named or they've moved out of the country like Tom Hanks, but
Uh,
oh my
dude,
God.
so I don't know. I'd say open the little black book now. You got to open the black book now,
Yeah.
and you got to go through it. So, all right, Donnie, let's wrap this thing up.
Rapping.
He leave us?
No, he's there.
Up there he is.
Oh, there he is.
You can see his giant shadow before you see him.
Yeah.
You
the
block
Shadow
out. You
Knight.
black out the sun. All right. Anything, Donnie? I'll let you go first. You got anything, buddy?
No, man. I got like 2 more nice days of weather, so I'm gonna do a little riding, and then it's looks like winter's about to fucking rear its ugly head here.
You
I,
mean
I hear winter is gonna shit on us
You mean
like hardcore here in the next few weeks.
Show up.
It's
You know?
supposed to be like 68 degrees when I go into work Thursday night, and gonna be 18 degrees Friday morning.
Bingo.
Oh,
I love the Midwest, baby.
Oh, I'm
So-
not excited.
No. James, Donnie, that it?
That's it, bro.
All right,
Happy
Jamie.
New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. See you. Jamie.
Yeah, nothing much. Gonna go to a gay bar for New Year's Eve, so that'll be fun.
Have fun.
And
Have fun at the
Enjoy.
bar.
I mean, I'm going with my girlfriend, so whatever. I'm just going to see what it's about and have fun. So, but
They're a
yeah,
bar.
Cankle_eater. Not excited about the cold weather.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it's not another ice storm like last year.
Who knows? Wifey?
I've got nothing. I haven't stayed up to date with anything. I've been working my full ass off this week.
Oh,
Happy fucking New Year.
tis the
Uh,
fucking season.
I'm over it. So no, I really have nothing. Just Happy New Year. I hope this year's better than the last couple. So
Oh shit.
Hmm.
We'll see you guys on the other side.
Yep.
Happy New Year. Stay safe out there, everyone. Talk to you next week.
yep.
Fucking find us, on the Twitters.
Losers
Yep.
underscore lost.
Hey.
Hey,
Donnie made a tweet.
Donnie got on Twitter, made a tweet. We're proud of him. Find us on Instagram at lost_podcast. Find us on email us at lostloserspodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
Lostlosers.com. Go buy some merch. I'm gonna start. Speaking of merch, next week I'll have an announcement. I'm gonna come out with a brand, Lost Losers brand of shirts that I think we'll start talking about. I'm gonna start releasing shortly. So be on the lookout for those. Other than that, fuck off. Have a good time.
Bye, bitches.
Peace.
Later.